And good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Been a pretty good day here. A little bit busy, actually. Kind of like it's like when it rains, it pours. Had some people wanting to stop by, and some people wanting some stuff done, and some work calls, and a little bit busy today. But today we're back on Elite Dangerous. We kind of gave up, headed out where we were trying to go to because we just couldn't seem to find a way out there. Just a bit of review. I have made a few jumps back off stream because it's really nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. Didn't miss anything. But yeah, we were trying to head out here, and we just couldn't get there. Too much of a gap between the stars, for at least for our current jump range, about 70 light years. But music seems a bit loud to me. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. There we go. So we've been working our way back, and as you can see, we're pretty close to the bubble. But we ran into some problems. There's an entire sector here. I think it was called 70. And I don't know exactly where it is from where I'm at right now. But the whole thing is locked out, and you can't fly through it. So it's been giving us a lot of problems getting back because this whole sector is in between us and home. So I'm having to kind of work my way around, plotting, different directions, trying to get around it. So we ended up, we're going to head down here to the Witch Head sector, just because I know once we get close to it, we'll definitely have a route back. But man, I was trying everything else and I just could not get there. It's a bit frustrating with some of the tools. In navigation, we discussed this last time we streamed Elite. Just the tool set to navigate large route or extensive routes is very tough. Even if you use external tools, they don't work the greatest for it either. So I mean, it may just be a issue, if you will, with the software. It just hasn't been worked on enough yet to get us there. But we're just working our way down here to the Witch Head sector, and then we'll try to neutron it again to get home. We're not too terribly far away from home. I think we're probably around 1,000 light years-ish, I think. Let me see if I can see off my... Yeah, we're not that far. We're right around 1,000 light years. Maybe a little bit closer to home. So we're not that far, but this whole section up here, there's a whole layer up here that's just locked, that you can't get into yet, and maybe it's future development of stuff or whatever. So anyway, we're just working our way there. I haven't done much in the way of exploration on the way back for these last few jumps. I've set my filters to only include signal sources, just in case something interesting there pops up. But as far as scanning the planets and stuff, we're close enough to the bubble now. I'm not overly confident that we would find much as far as sites on planets that haven't been discovered. So, yeah, we're just looking at signal sources in case there's something there. But, so, yeah, we're just kind of working our way down here. I've never been to a nebula in this game anyway, so I figure what the hell, might be an interesting thing to do. So we're going to go down there, we'll take a look at it, see if we can route back up there. We're going to head back to the station, grab our mining ship, probably go do some mining for a bit. Today's stream won't be too terribly long. I'm suspecting around 4 hours or so because I got some appointments I have to deal with here a little later this afternoon. I'm still working on straightening out my stream schedule. Just had kind of a lot of recent life changes and trying to work all that out and trying to figure out, kind of what we're doing with the stream and how to get it. So it's a repetitive thing every week, of course. And we do have a regular schedule. We did lose a day last week, again, because of just scheduling in general. We had to kill the Mondays. But we'll be trading that off probably for a Wednesday and maybe even add in a Thursday. I'm not sure yet. I'm still waiting for that schedule to solidify. But at any rate, I'm really glad you guys are with me here today. I've missed my Elite. I haven't really got to play it much. We have been checking out a couple of other games as well to play, just to kind of mix up the pot, if you will. Been playing a little World of Warships, and that's pretty much been it. Like I said, we've been pretty busy here lately. But we might throw that into the mix more. I'm not sure yet. If you guys get input on what you might like to see, let me know. Let me know for sure. We also seem to be, for the past couple, I probably need to restart my router. That's probably what it is. But I've been noticing the bandwidth's been acting a little funny here lately. So if you get some, dropped frames and whatnot, just holler at me, or if it starts acting silly, let me know. And we'll take a look into that. Said I probably just really need to reboot that router. It's probably been several weeks since it's been done. So, and that can sometimes have a lot to do with it. I've noticed. Previous experiences told me. But yeah, like I said, we're just kind of we're trying to get back home in some kind of decent fashion. I had actually planned to get back home before I even started the stream, but then I ran into this whole sector lock thing, so I've been jumping all around it, trying to get around it. It's apparently big enough that the plotter can't even get around it. The in-game plotter can't seem to get around it. And the neutron plotter on Spanch takes you right through the locked sectors, which it doesn't work apparently. And I don't, there may be an option in there to take that out. Honestly, I don't know. I've never really tried to see if there's any filters of the sorts on Spanch, but that's alright. I mean, it makes it a little more interesting. At the same time, it can also make it a little more frustrating. Can't fuel off that star. So we should be at this point fairly close to this nebula. Yeah, we are pretty close to it. And just because we are already here anyway, we're going to go through it. Go down here. There's a station down here apparently. We'll go down there and check that out. Look around a minute. And then plot that route back home. Which hopefully works out alright. I have a bunch of problems with it. We do have a puppy with us today. Mr. Jackson is with us. I'm guessing that's framed alright. A little cam and a little cam. Make it kind of tough sometimes, but Jackson is with us today. And I don't know, it's been a very interesting week to say the least. Like I said, when it kind of rains it pours. I've had lots of little stuff happening this week. It's kept me pretty busy. Oh, nice. The Thargoids. Gonna hyperdict me, and I don't... You know what? I might have... I can't see my... There's a Xeno scanner anyway. I thought I have a neutralizer to keep them from shutting me down. But I think on this ship, but I don't know. I wasn't quite ready for that, so... But we'll see if we can get a Xenoscan on him anyway. If we can get powered back up here. And my external camera controls still aren't mapped with a crap, so that's why I didn't go external to see if we can look at him. We will turn around and point at him here in a second. Maybe. Scanner. And now I can't get close enough to him to scan him, so. But we can still wake scan it. Would be interesting if it actually told you where they went and follow him. Collected Thargoid wake data. Well, that's not overly helpful. Alright. Where did he stop us at anyway? It's probably right along the route we were headed. Oh, or he stopped us in the system we were headed to. Well, that was convenient. No, he didn't either. Where exactly are we at then? Oh, I see now. So we didn't make it out. Yeah, we didn't make it out of the system we started in. He just stopped us in the same system, which is very weird. Weird way to do it. But whatever. There's a lot of, you know, I haven't really been keeping up with the game here lately. I've been busy with a lot of other things, but I did notice there's a lot of attacks and stuff down here in this sector. Quite curious. I know things are kind of ramping up with the old Guardian Thargoid thing. Yeah, my network latency is kind of all over the place, so again, if it gets too crazy, let me know.
Destination confirmed. People is en route to the Witchhead Sector GW-WC1-4 system. Information, arrival star is not scoopable. You have entered Federation space. This is your first visit to the system. Witchhead Sector GW-WC1-4 is a Federation democracy with a population of well over 10,500 souls. Federal Acquisition Corp is the controlling faction. There are 3 orbital
Federal Acquisition Corp. Controlling faction.
Relative to similar class TTST Tauri stars, with an unusually old age of just over 202 million years.
Can't fuel off that. I don't really need to anyway. A lot of signals, probably Thargoid stuff, undoubtedly. Just sites to go fight them or whatever, which we're obviously not prepared for here. But now let's see how I can get us back home here as quickly as possible. No. GW Tech W G1. Of course it's not. Oh, it's a C1. That's probably why. That might have something to do with it. C1 Tech what? Tech 4. And calculate. It's interesting how all those signal sources vanished. All of a sudden. And hopefully this will plot. Yes, it will. Thankfully. Still taking us over to Jackson's Lighthouse. I don't know that actually it's that big of a deal neutroning as close as we are. But we'll do it anyway. Yeah, my network drop frames is nuts at the moment. What's up with that? Said I may just have to restart that router after the stream tonight. And we can fuel up. Yeah, that was, I mean, we've been out there trying to get around that spiral arm gap for, what have we spent out there, 3 weeks? That may sound like a lot. We only play a couple times a week, so it wasn't a huge deal, but we spent quite a bit of time out there trying to work our way around it. I honestly just gotten a little tired of trying to find my way around it. Figure it's time to do something else for a bit. So we're gonna go back, we'll probably do a little bit of mining or whatnot and get up a little bit of money. Kind of see how it goes and what we want to do from there.
Jump in progress. Those in transit to the Single SJ-UV21-0 system. This is your first visit to the system.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
At least now we can officially say we've been to a nebula. Or around about a nebula.
Star A is notable, relative to similar class M stars, with higher than average surface temperature. As you can see, it emits an orange-red light.
So yay for first times. Waiting for our heat to drop below 50% before we hit our next jump, just to make sure we don't overheat. I was noticing today from all the jumping we've done, the paint job on this thing is looking pretty shoddy. It's a very curious thing. I don't think I repaired the paint on this ship. I may not either. Just to give it that rustic look, that well-worn look, if you will. It's kind of cool.
Scanning.
Fuel at maximum.
Below 50% again. Yeah, we right around right around 700 light years when we get to our next destination here.
Telemetry obtained.
From home,
In transit to the Sinwell KA-IC-12
we'll have about 6 more jumps and we'll be home.
to the system.
Ish. And there's a lot of green in the sky here. Look at all that.
Most fuel levels are at 88%.
Scanning now.
Refuel.
Yeah, we haven't been hyperdicted in a while. Man, they're all over that Witchhead Nebula. Which I imagine all the Thargoids are in that Sector 70. Because it's the whole damn sector is locked. You can't get into it. And I don't know, it's probably been that way for a very long time. I don't know, I've not really went through it or checked into it, but when I was coming back, I did check out why there are all these locked, and consensus is it's been that way for a while. So I'm guessing that that probably has a lot to do with the Thargoids. It's irritating though, again for navigation purposes and trying to find your way around when stuff's just randomly locked and there is no way to filter that out that I could find.
25-1 system. This is your first visit to the system.
At least not with the tools that I'm using.
Scanning for information.
Maximum fuel.
Maximum fuel. It's kind of ironic too. Got Jackson's lighthouse is that closest neutron. And our puppy's name's Jackson. Kind of funny.
Vectors.
It looks like he's laying with his head off. We got the headless puppies again.
UD6-41 system. This is your first visit to the system.
His head's behind my chair, it looks like.
716 light years from LTT 15574.
Got a lot of green. Seems like a more green than normal in those in that hyperspace.
Completing system scan.
In which space, if you will? Rasukas? Rasus? I hope I'm probably butchering the hell out of that. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. And we're still a little too warm for that jump. Rasukas. Yeah, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Sorry if I'm butchering the tar out of it. I tend to do that a lot. We're headed back home here from an exploration adventure past 3 weeks. And we're not very far from home now. Rasukas? That was right. I hope. But yeah, it's you know, some of the names people have to come up with just to get a name on Twitch anymore can be so crazy. Bit of a tongue twister at times. So you got the other one? Rossicus? That one? I apologize. I know I've said it probably about 6 different ways, so.
Jump in progress. Always en route to the sim of AY-IB29-5 system. This is your first visit to the system.
Correct, yay, alright. Go me. Rossicus. Okay, I got it. I got it now.
Fuel tanks are at 88% capacity.
You playing some Elite today? Or you just kinda hanging out, checking the game out?
System scan complete.
Got just a couple more jumps here for our next destination.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fuel at maximum.
Yeah, this is our last jump for this one. Bounty hunting. Alright. Thargoids or just NPCs? Or which I guess it would be NPCs. Thargoids, you know, I think you might get... What do you get? 1,000 credits out of them or something for kill? I've never hunted them. I've just heard about it. Seen some people do it, but I never got into it too much myself.
Fuel is heading to the sim of
Yeah, NPC bounty hunting would be fun. When I started playing the game, I did a lot of it.
This is your third visit to the system.
I have done a bit of bug killing before. Cool. Yeah, I really did enjoy bounty hunting for a long time. And
Completing system scan.
I do a little bit of it here and there. Or me and my friends get together and go do a little bit of it. Yeah, it can be a lot of fun. You just out hitting like sites, or you doing missions, or bounty hunting missions?
By 400%.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Both. All right. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of the mission bounty hunting. I don't know why. No, there's really no particular reason for it. I guess just convenience. I can kind of, you know, just get in my ship and go head to a site and do it versus having to deal with the NPCs and where they want me to go and the legality of what they're wanting me to do. You know, yeah, blah blah. Jackson's Lighthouse. All right. It's going to take us a few jumps to get there. But we're not too far away now. We're about 700 light years away from home. Yeah, I just usually hit the Hazres or something like that, or the beacon, or whatever, just to play around and shoot some stuff. Maybe collect a little bit of salvage material for engineering. What kind of ship you flying?
The jump.
Jump in progress. Always traveling to the sim of UG-CA81-.
So I normally,
Information. Arrival star is not suitable. This is
actually I fight in several different ships.
location is just over 415 light years.
I guess my crate too. Yeah,
3,
yeah, my crate's pretty much what I fight in as well. Actually, I take that back. It's not a crate 2. It's my crate Phantom because it kind of does my exploration and my combat. It does everything. I love the build of the ship. It's really good. Sometimes a Cobra for fun. Yep. Yeah, I hop into a little Imperial Eagle or something sometimes. I got a little rail Imperial Eagle and we go out and play with sometimes. That can be fun. Just for the excitement of it. A cheap rebuy as well, so if we get blapped, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, we haven't done it in a while. It's been, like I said, we've been out on this exploration adventure now for about 3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer than that. I do only play this a couple times a week.
Arrival star is not suitable.
Just scheduling reasons is all I can really do right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's all subject to change. Start streaming it more. You know, you never know.
completing system.
I think pretty much all the games are in a little bit of a lull right now. Nothing too overly exciting, but I always loved the Elite Dangerous universe and a lot of the community as well. It's got a really fantastic community to it. I don't find this kind of community in too many games nowadays. But yeah, a lot of great people, a lot of helpful people too. I mean, I'm a novice in the game. I've been playing it since it pretty much launched, but not continuously. I go through spurts with it.
Jump in progress.
But, I don't know a ton about it, enough to be
One system.
dangerous, I guess you would say.
This is your first visit to the system.
But just, it's been pretty recently. We started exploring several months ago. I've only been playing for a week. Well, welcome to the game.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
Oh, 2 months? Okay. Well, still, it's a little bit newer, so you still got probably lots of content in front of you, which is amazing. It's been a lot of fun, really exciting seeing some of the new, especially if you're into, you know, the whole sci-fi thing, space, spaceships, you know, astrophysics, whatever if you're into any of that stuff, it's such a cool game. Seeing a lot of that stuff for the first time and experiencing it. I mean, very neat. I'd like to experience it all over again. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's kind of why we do some of our exploration stuff every month, a couple months, we'll go off on an exploration run, just pick a point and go,
Maximum.
just see what we can find.
Exit destination confirmed.
Oh, look at that star. That thing is just beautiful.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There's a lot of really cool stuff about the game. Kind of spikes the imagination, which I always enjoyed.
Pulse fuel tanks now at 64%. Commander.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift
Alright. So, looks like one more jump is going to get us home. Wow, we haven't been home in a long time. Oh, we do have a signal source here. What in the heck is that?
Destination confirmed. Eagle is in transit to the Jackson's Lighthouse system.
Guess I didn't,
Neutron star detected. Range
I
shift
didn't
drive boosted
scan
by
it.
100%.
Usually scans it when it comes in. I probably went too far to...
0 out of 7 bodies has been scanned here.
Oh, there's some emissions. It's interesting. I never noticed them here before. Always wanted to explore, but never came around to it. It's the only thing I haven't done. Oh, I'm sure you'll get there if it's something that you like and something you want to try. You can do it in just about any ship. You just have limited overall range you can do. But it can be really cool. A lot of fun. Find new stuff. We found lots of new systems. But we haven't really found any new phenomena or anything like that. Which is really what we wanted to try to find when we went on this last run. But we were into more problems navigating than we did anything. Trying to get around some of the spiral arms of the galaxy. It just wasn't having it. And we spent a lot of time trying to get around that. Finally gave up on that. Figured we're just going to plot our route back home and kind of explore as we go. And we did that. And we got probably really close to home. Probably 7/8 of the way home. And then ran across that sector 70 or whatever the hell it's called exactly. The whole sector's permit locked. We're guessing for future content, don't know, but that was a bit irritating because it made it really tough to get around it to get home. I can also make it interesting as well. Man, I bet we got a ton of data to sell as well.
Telemetry
So we've been out for a while.
15574 system. Welcome home.
We'll find out shortly
Fuel reserves are now at 54%.
once we get docked up here.
LTT 15574 is undergoing a boom. There might be some good trading profits to be made
Uh,
here.
And find my station here. Here it is. Yeah, man, it's been a while since we've been home. I haven't picked this system for home for any particular reason. It ends up being a pretty decent system. It's got a lot of sites in it, Hazres and things like that. It's pretty close to, pretty centrally located in a lot of things. It ended up being a really good home, so I just haven't left. But I really do like the spot. Yep. And I'll have to, man, it's been a while since I've done anything. We're going to switch ships. and see about going out and doing a little bit of probably painite mining. I could go core mining, I guess, but it doesn't pay as well. But I don't know. It's up to you guys too if you'd like to see a particular kind of mining. And if you're not familiar with mining, there's several things you can do in mining, but two that I typically do is either do painite or core mining. Core mining doesn't pay as well as painite, in my opinion, because you can just mine painite faster. It's not worth as much, but mine a lot faster. I'm easy, all right. Yeah, we'll probably just do painite mining then. It's a little more boring. Well, I say a little more boring. Core mining can be boring as well if you can't find cores. Just flying around looking for cores. But we need to save up some more money anyway for the next big patch that's coming, because I'm assuming that these fleet ships are going to be ridiculously expensive. I don't know to what degree, but I imagine more than we currently have. I don't know, I'm excited to see them though. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully they don't tie it specifically to or hopefully they'll let you just randomly use it in your own fleets and not have to dedicate it to a group of people or something. I enjoy the money out of mining, but not the grind. Yeah, it's and that's one of the great things about the game. You can kind of do what you like to do. It's not always as profitable. I think mining in general is way out of whack with everything else as far as the profitability of it goes. I would like to see him bring everything else in line with it. I think that would be very helpful for people that like to do other things. Man, I forgot half my binds here. Yeah, there it went. That was strange. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got a docking computer on this thing as well. Yeah, the money out of mining can be a bit ridiculous. I say a bit ridiculous. It may be that the fleet ships and stuff they bring into the game are going to be so ridiculously expensive that even mining can be, to get your money could be a pain. And the rest of the ships being, you know, smaller ships in general, may in the end be meant to be fairly inexpensive. I don't know. It's going to be very curious to see how they implement the fleet ships and bigger ships in general and groups and what you can do with those ships in those groups, because I would love to see them, because there's not really, other than exploration or going to Colonia for an engineer if you need one of those, there's not a lot of reason to go out into space and exploit a lot of the resources out there, which on the same token there's not a lot of resources in space that's far away from the bubble that you can get or is any better than what you can get inside of it. So there's not a lot of reason to leave it either. So I'm hoping a lot of that stuff is coming to give it all purpose. Refuel, repair, or restock. Alright. We don't have, yeah, our inventory is empty. We do need to sell all this data. Oh my gosh, I bet you there is a ton of it. Many, many, many pages. It's going to take a while to load even. Yeah, I'm curious. Oh, that system right there is 5 million credits. Anyway, I'm away now. I hope I can catch you next stream. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely come by and see us. You hit that follow, so you'll get notifications. But enjoy yourself. Hope you have a great afternoon. Let's sell this page for 22 mil. Wow, it's being very
Exploration
slow.
data for 3 systems sold for around 21.5 million credits, including a bonus of nearly 143,000 credits for first discoveries.
Oh, yeah, we got a total of 21 mil out of that. My other crew got 12 million of it. Of course. And I barely used the guy, so there's that. 26 mil on this one. So we're up to about 50 mil.
Exploration data for 1 system sold for nearly 25 million credits, including a bonus of over 179,000 credits for first discoveries.
5 million on that one he got. A lot of first discoveries.
Exploration data for 1 system sold for nearly 17.5 million credits, including a bonus of well over
So there's
482,000 credits.
67 mil. Just keeping a kind of a running tally on how much exploration data we actually had in value. $81 mil here.
Exploration data for 1 system sold for on the way to 14 million credits, including a bonus of well over 173,000 credits for first discoveries.
Pretty good. I mean, all things considered, I still think it's out of scale with mining. 91 mil. Oh, I get the hiccups all of a sudden.
Exploration data for 2 systems sold for just over 10.5 million credits, including a bonus of just over 111,500 credits for first discoveries.
Did I count that? I don't know if I counted that or not. I'm gonna just say no. 95 mil.
Exploration data for 1 system sold for on the way to 5 million credits, including a bonus of well over 253,000 credits for first discoveries.
Um, 105 mil? I'm sure I'm not keeping track of this properly, but as long as it's close, like I said, just gives an idea kind of what we've done.
Exploration data for 1 system sold for nearly 14 million credits, including a bonus of around 23,500 credits for first discoveries.
Man, it's slow. Holy cow. Yeah, 107 there total.
Exploration data for 1 system sold for nearly 1.5 million credits, including a bonus of nearly 65,000 credits for first discoveries. Exploration data for 1 system sold for over 375,000 credits, including a bonus of just over 18,000 credits for first discoveries.
So, probably close to around to 108 mil. So, not the greatest haul for 3 weeks worth of running about. Okay, well,
Reminder, you have a limpet controller but are not carrying any limpets.
let's get in our Type 9. I hate flying this ship. This damn thing is so big and heavy.
Reminder, you have a limpet controller but are not carrying any limpets.
And let's see. gonna go. Pretty sure I have them bookmarked. I do. 234 light years there. 170. Like that closer. Better, should I say? That one's quite a shot away. So, yeah, we'll go there. We'll have to pick up... that's actually a good question. I don't know if that system had a station to pick up limpets or not. Let's take a look. I think it did. No, it does not. Oh, well, that's our next destination, so that's probably why. I think most of these systems did, or they had them fairly close by. Oh yeah, this has got 2 stations in it. One of those is bound to sell limpets. Might even be that one. Not sure. We'll find out. Get there. Before we take off, though, I'm going to run and use a little boys' room and get my drink straightened out. My coffee's gotten cold by now. But I really appreciate you hanging out, so just stand by a few minutes, and we'll be right back and head over and do some mining. See you in just a minute. And back, red eye, what's going on? Okay, got my popcorn. What's going on? Well, we finally got back home. And that was a task in itself because there were some sectors to the map that were what the hell is it called? COL 70 or something like that. That whole big sector is like locked. For, I'm assuming for content. I don't know, but it's a huge sector and it was right in our way. So we had a hell of a time mapping around that. Getting ready to go out and do some mining. Just to get up a little bit of money. Just doing payroll here. Well, send me some payroll, would you? I'd appreciate that. But we're going to go do some mining. Get up a little bit of money. Mess around a bit. Any particular kind of mining you'd like to see? We're either going to do painite mining or some core mining. I typically do painite surface mining just because it pays better, but it doesn't matter to me. I'll do either one if you want to see either one in particular. I don't have a preference. Although I'm not really, I hate flying this particular ship that I'm in. That's Type 9. Things like flying a barge. But it does the job. But yeah, if there's any particular type of mining, if you'd rather see core mining, we can do some of that. Doesn't pay near as well, in my opinion.
Reminder, you have a limpet controller but are not carrying any limpets.
I'm good with either working and lurking. Alright, well, we'll probably just do surface mining. Again, the painite mining, or painite, the core mining can just be a pain in the ass. So how many jumps do we have? 7 jumps to where we gotta go. And I don't know, I don't know if we got a docking computer on this thing or not. Doesn't look like it. Unless we have it turned off.
Docking flaps free.
Well, I didn't click that.
Reminder, you have a limpet controller but are not carrying any limpets.
Wow, and I don't remember what my landing gear button is. It's one of these switches. Not that one. That one. Been a while since we've been out exploring for weeks. Well, since I've flown anything but that Anaconda, and we haven't landed on anything. So we'll have to relearn a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I just don't remember many of my binds. Key binds. Wow, that booster regenerates really fast. So it's been quite a while since we've been in this particular ship. Well, I'm not mass locked anymore. For some reason I was thinking I was still mass locked. I guess I'm used to this thing being so damn slow that I just assumed that I was. Jackson. He's such a dork.
Jumping to next system.
He sleeps like that a lot
Jump in progress.
with his feet
Python is
up.
heading to the All-Rise Sector ON-TV
I may have to rework that camera.
Federation space. This
I've been
is
saying
your
I'm gonna
first
mount
visit
that
to
thing
the
forever and I
This
still
system is
haven't.
not populated. You are nearly 27 light years from
Need to do that.
557.
A lot of things I need to do. It's been kind of a crazy month in general.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
Oh, we did have a fuel scoop on this, by golly.
Has now been updated.
11 bodies remain to be scanned here.
Wow, it's a terribly little one. That's more of an oh shit button, I think. So we're not going to worry about filling up.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Fuel tanks are at 95%.
Get below 50. I don't remember what our temperature was in this that we heated up to. 63, 65%. The jump range on this thing I think is pretty terrible as well. I think it's around 30 light years, I think.
You are entering Federation space. This is your first visit to the system. 55 She Servant. This is a Federation democracy supporting just over 123,500 souls, aligned to Yuri Bra. People's Gungnir Values Party is the local faction. There are 2 orbital stations in the system.
Stand by. Gathering information.
Vixie Rose, how are you today?
7 bodies remain.
Yep, the pupper is here and he's laying in a very bizarre fashion, so you can hardly see him. So actually gonna look at fixing that here, which I'm sure he'll move again shortly. Oh yeah, actually he is all in there. But yeah, he likes to lay like that. He'll put his feet up on the couch. He's such a dork. And that's not the one we wanted. I don't know why it's not loading. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it's taking so damn long to load. Yeah, he's kind of out right now. I don't know why. He's been sleeping all damn day, so not sure why he's kind of wiped out. I think he's a little warm in here. Maybe that's why. But nobody's home but me, so, and he still can't be trusted to be left on his own. He just gets into too much trouble. Doesn't really tear up anything or anything like that, or he just likes to get into things that he shouldn't get into, or counter surf and things like that, or chew on things in general. Still a lot of that puppy in him. He's coming out of it though, just taking a bit.
You are now on the way to 83 light years from LCT 15574.
But he's learning slowly. He's a bit thick-headed. Yesterday we cleaned his ears, and the ear cleaner that we have for them, it's just a liquid, and you know, it kind of gets squirted in their ears, and then you rub it in really good, and then you let them shake it out and kind of wipe their ear out. And he's usually pretty good with it, but yesterday, man, he was not a fan. I mean, he would sit there and let you do it, but once you did an ear and you let him go, he wasn't about coming back to you to get the other ear done. So you had to work through that, but he did get it done eventually, and I'm sure he feels much better for it, because his ears can get, because they're so big, get really full of goo. They all honestly need to go, all 3 of them need to go to the groomers.
You are now in independent space. This is your first visit to the system. Scopii sector KS-3-3 is an independent
Gracie, she got a bath here not long ago,
allied with Yuri Bra. Unionists of Economics.
but the other 2 have not.
There are 2 planetary stations in the system. Fuel tanks are now at 69%.
And Cage, he really needs a good brushing. We've brushed him many times, but he's got 3 coats of fur. So it's just a lot to keep up with.
Python's fuel tanks now at 72%.
And he always sheds. Not that bad right now. It's kind of bad because it's summertime, but in general, he doesn't shed too bad. Gets that undercoat. It's so thick, and I mean, you can just pull little shopping plastic bags full of hair out of him, even when it doesn't look like it.
Leaving system.
And Jackson here doesn't shed too bad. It's really short hair.
Python is en route to the Luca system. This is your first visit to the system. Luca is an independent cooperative with a population of just over 126
But yeah, they all need a good cleaning.
There are 2 orbital stations and a single planetary station in the system. Python's fuel level is now at 61% capacity.
Stand by.
What jumps do we got? 2 more.
4 bodies
I hope
remain
this
scanned.
painite spot's alright. I haven't been here in so long. I hope it hasn't been wiped out.
Python's fuel tanks are now at 63% capacity.
But yeah, we'll go here and mine some stuff up and load up and BS about whatever. I haven't even looked at where I gotta go sell it at. That's usually a track as well.
Destination confirmed. Python is in transit to the call 2.
But I don't even know what it's going for. I haven't even looked at that. Like what the...
This is your first visit to the system.
I'm guessing it's still going for around the same price. Maybe I should have checked that before I left as well.
3, 2, 1.
Fuel tanks are at 53%, Commander.
Scanning now.
One more jump. Get us into the system. Then I gotta go find limpets. I don't remember which station they're at in this system. Looks like it's been quite a while since I've done this at all. It's been well over a month. But we'll stock up on lipids and go fill this monstrous hold with money. So I ordered some stuff from a company the other day. It's out of California, and this always irritated the crap out of me. And I'm sure it's just me. Actually, I'm grinding some combat bonds for combat rank when I get back from Colonia. Right? That's what you like to do. I have never received a combat bond. Period. Just never done it. I imagine it could be kind of fun. But so I ordered something from a company in California, and I hope they have limpets here. And so I did that. It's USPS, that 2 to 3 day expedited shipping instead of like the 5 to 7. I ordered it on Saturday. Early Saturday, okay, from a company that primarily, if not only, sells stuff online. So I generally found most companies that sell primarily online ship every day of the week except maybe Sundays. It didn't ship until, so I ordered it Saturday morning. They didn't ship it until Monday afternoon. So USPS didn't get it until last night. And it won't be here until Thursday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's 5 days from the time you order. And you pay for 2 to 3 day shipping. and I mean, I understand how it works. They didn't get it there till blah, 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 in 2 to 3 days, so on and so forth. But it's just frustrating sometimes, because that means if I would have got 5 to 7 day shipping, it probably would have taken it a week and a half to get here. And that's just irritating. And you get spoiled with Amazon and the way they ship, I guess, because most of my stuff I order from there. But, you know, is what it is, I guess. At least it's gonna get here. And I really hope this place has... Where the hell is it? Oh, this is that station that's basically in the ring. Which also happens to be the spot where we're going to be mining it as well, which is convenient. Should already have this ring scanned with our hotspot, so I don't... Yeah, there they are. See, I don't see them showing up, but I do now. Yeah, there's our spot right there. Matter of fact. But we need to go over to the station and get our limpets. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that the station is right here. It's nice because it's close, but it's tough because it's so damn close to the planet. What's your order turnaround like? Did they say it takes 24 hours to process the order? I ordered something next day from House of Mouse and it took a week for it to arrive. Ended up getting a reimburse. I actually don't think they said what their typical processing time is. Reimbursement, yeah. I don't think they really said. I mean, it's not some major company where they've got thousands of orders or anything like that. It's just a smaller company. But, you know, I guess it's just kind of an expectation on my end. If I order something from an online company and it's not Sunday, and it's early in the day, like in the AM early, even, you know, regardless of where you're at in the US anyway, and it is a US company. I do expect them to be sending it out that day. At some point during that day, before the end of business. I don't know why I kind of have an expectation of that, but that's kind of my expectation. But yeah, I ordered it Saturday morning, and it didn't get shipped out until Monday evening. Saturday morning to Monday evening, yeah. So they're either incredibly small or incredibly lazy, I don't know which. Or maybe both. But I don't know. You know, like I said, it's not, that's just me. It's not really necessarily their fault. My expectations being a bit unrealistic. Gosh, this ship is so slow. I haven't requested docking yet because I don't know how long it's going to take me to get up here close enough to actually do it. Yeah, I do not have a docking computer on this thing. I should. I wonder if I got a slot for one. I should. I hate
2 o'clock near.
docking this thing in general, and it takes a damn long to do it. It's just convenient. It's a Type 9. So not quite a Type 10. Where am I going? To 32. It's just big and slow and bulky and... Oh my gosh, which is boost and which is reverse? I'm either going to boost this and totally wipe it out or reverse it. I don't know which one. I don't know which button's reverse. I don't remember. Well, let's find out. Hey, I got it right. Yay. Because that would suck having to turn this damn thing around inside the station.
Docking complete.
I hope they have limpets here.
Docking complete. Engaging docking restraints. Greetings, Commander.
Maximum fuel.
Hey, we got limpets. I don't know how many we're gonna need. They're cheap. It's just gonna depend a lot on how thick this hotspot is now. I don't know. Screw it. We'll just fill it up. We'll just fill it up. Then we know for sure. We always end up ejecting a bunch into space anyway. Well, we're gonna have to get out of here to target that thing anyway. So we'll just undock and then sort out where we're going.
Disengage from local networks.
Detachment complete. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Memory serves, we only get police to scan us here at this particular site. I think, like I said, it's been a while. It has been a while since I've been out here. And this is a one of the closer double painite spots. But it's also one of the closer ones at the bubble, which is why it's farmed quite a bit. working his way around. Okay. Yep, so that is the right spot. So we just need to get spun around here where we can see the ring. And this is the double. Of course it's on the other side of the planet. Just gonna get away from it here a little bit so I can get lined up properly. Yep, it's on the other side of that planet. And the gravity well of this planet is going to keep us slowed down to a crawl. Probably should have just fallen away from it, came back at it. Saved us a bit of time. I think this used to be the ring that the hotspots never showed up on. I mean, you could target them, but you didn't see the red graphic on them. I think this was that ring. And if so, I'm glad they fixed it. Because it was always hard to tell exactly where the overlap fell into play. Trying to guesstimate this a bit. And this looks pretty close. Yeah, I've mentioned several times about the acceleration and deceleration rate of these ships in the game. And when you get close to a ring like this, that kind of shows you really an example of the acceleration and deceleration rate of these ships. It would kill you. Now I know they had to do that to make it playable, but it's just so ridiculously snappy. And you don't really notice it if you're not very close to anything. Which one are we going to go towards? We'll kind of go in that direction. You would be jello, yeah, for sure. You'd be something. Oh, the graphics here are looking really bizarre. I see a lot of banding on the edges. That's new. I've never seen that before. It's like a graphical problem. Very strange. I've never seen that before. Yeah, and it's not night vision, it's in the graphics. The edges on all these are strangely, they're banded like there's a sync problem or something. I don't know, that's weird. Very weird. Well, on the hunt we go.
Programming limpet drone.
I think we can only do 2 at a time, if memory serves with this.
Prospector limpet engaged.
46% pain height in that other one.
Asteroid scan complete.
So it was a good start. Unless the ship is moving space around you and ship stationary universe is bending. Yeah. Space folding. I think it's the only way we're ever going to get anywhere very fast. If they can ever figure that one out. Only in Super Cruise. Yeah, it's a very interesting concept to toy with. I said I think space folding is the answer. If they were sorted out. Make sure we got all the right stuff on ignore here still. Well, it's all pain height, so looks like that is what it is.
Limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Which one's cargo scoop? That one.
Asteroid depleted.
Get lucky and get some other close ones here.
Programming limpet drone.
Yeah, I've never. This is a pretty good chill out sort of thing to do. But in general, it's not overly exciting. Well, in general, this game isn't overly exciting, unfortunately. It's just not an action-packed game. It's really cool.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Man, my network bit rate is
Asteroid scan.
not looking fantastic. I'm gonna have to reboot that router after the stream today.
Prospector limpet failed. Collector limpet expired.
Because I'm hoping that's the problem. Oops, I did not mean to untarget that.
Engaged.
13%.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Collector limpet expired. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
The other thing they need to get rid of is that prospector limpet failed
Limpet engaged.
because it didn't fail.
Asteroid scan.
You killed it. Or you disconnected it, should I say.
Prospector limpet failed.
Which, that's another curious thing. I mean, why even have a limit of how many prospectors you can shoot out? Like, what purpose, what good reason does that serve? To limit the number of prospectors you can put out. I mean, even if I could put out 20 of them, it's not going to make me mine any faster, really.
Asteroid scan complete.
Maybe it makes the UI too confusing or something?
Prospector limpet engaged.
6. See, I don't completely understand the choice of limiting how many prospectors you can have out. I mean, you can go like 1, 2. Can you get even 3? I mean, you can if you put 2 on, of course. Actually, you probably get 4 if you put 2 prospector modules on, but I just don't totally understand the reason for limiting the number of prospectors you can put out. Should I say the functional purpose?
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid completed. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Already got quite a bit of paint on already. Yeah, the edges of the asteroids are all freaked out. I gotta look at what changed in my settings for that.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Because it's not, whatever it is, it's not right.
Prospector limpet failed.
I've never seen that before. Opening up my settings here. See if it did something weird.
Prospector limpet engaged.
It almost seems like the anti-aliasing.
Asteroid scan.
It's set properly on here. It's another paint on it. Well, that could be part of it. Yep. But it never did that before. It was a VR setting, I guess. Yeah, it was something with the anti-aliasing, which is gone now, but it's still, there's still something not quite right about it. Go back here and play with these again. Options, graphics. There we go. Now we're in business. Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, I haven't played Elite with the Rift in a long time, but it never did. I've always had it on that setting, and it never did do that before. So that was very weird. Very strange indeed. Now, to be fair, I haven't been around rocks in a while either, so it might have been like that for a while.
Asteroid depleted. Warning. Temperature critical. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Silver and osmium. Not what we're looking for.
Scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Gallite silver.
Limpet.
Still not what we're looking for.
Limpet expired. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
That thing ever lands.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
14%.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nothing in that one.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
Oh, that had a core in it though. Didn't notice that. I don't know what the core was. Doesn't matter. We couldn't do anything with it anyway.
Engaged.
There's a 23%.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
Oops, I smacked it. On its way out the door. Oh well. I'd also like to see more different types of asteroids. The texture on a lot of them seems... Well, I guess you got ice and then rocky, so that all kind of makes sense a little bit, but man, it would be nice to have a little more variety in the textures.
Programming limpet drone.
Maybe even by composition. That would be cool too. Like what minerals it contained.
Asteroid depleted. Warning. Temperature critical. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet engaged.
40 paintites.
Asteroid scan complete.
I was gonna look at the time too and see how long it took us to fill this up. But I forgot. There's a 38% painite.
Asteroid scan complete.
So pretty good density here, but this site's so damn big anyway. Support a lot of people mining on it.
Asteroid scan complete.
Other prospector. Not that one. That one. Nope, nothing we want in that.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Samarium. Platinum. Still not what we're looking for. I think we came from that way. Platinum.
Asteroid scan complete.
6%. No.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Did not mean to push that button.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
51%. That'll work.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
A very large rock.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Already? Oh. Didn't have enough of my pips over there.
Asteroid depleted.
Nothing in the other one.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yep, here we go. Start shooting them into space.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Nothing there.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Notice we didn't get anybody that spawned in. Scan us either.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
We landed.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Silver.
Asteroid scan complete.
Hmm.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Well, hopefully we find some more here soon.
Limpet failed. Prospector
Oh, it's 57 over there.
asteroid scan complete. Collector limpet expired.
Not a very good angle for this. The limpets.
Programming limpet drone. Warning, temperature critical. Asteroid depleted.
Remember if I checked this rock or not. I don't think I did.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
6%.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid
Sometimes I totally don't get how those limpets run into the ship. Like, I could be going full bore forwards and it'd be fine, but if I'm creeping along, it hits the ship. It doesn't make any damn sense to me. Nothing there.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Well, come on now.
Asteroid scan
Give me something to work with.
programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
16%. I guess that did give me something to work with, but not really something I want to work with.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Did I check this one already? I don't remember.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Not looking good.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
I hit a bit of a dry spot here.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nada.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
13%.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet engaged. Prospect to limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
Well,
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
5%. It's like it's getting worse.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone.
Oh, there's a 47.
Scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
Finally.
Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid depleted.
Oh, it didn't have anything in it. Since we're next to this one, we'll check it out as well.
Prospect to limpet failed.
thing's further away than I thought. I thought it was a smaller one, but apparently it's a bigger one that's just further away. Or it went through it. Because it never did land.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Nothing on that one.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone.
15%.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
16%.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Gold.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone.
Pretty sparse.
Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Nothing. Still here, just working. Oh, you do your thing. We're just bitching about the lack of decent paintite in this spot. It's a pretty big rock right there.
Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Still nothing, man.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet engaged.
Well, starting to get a bit stingy, seems.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
Yeah, yeah, paintite finally.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector
Guess they kind of need that, don't they? Sulfur is full. So I have a limpet sitting there with sulfur. And he's just sitting there because he can't do anything else. Unless... I do that. And he should drop it. I think the other one went and picked it back up, but that's alright. We don't have anything else for him to pick up at the moment anyway. No, not deploying my cargo hatch, so you can bitch about not being able to put the sulfur in it. Actually, that's what I should have done, was left that on ignore until such time as I got away from it. Or at least far enough away from it that they wouldn't care about it. There was a 50%. Back up a little bit, and we're gonna step away for just a minute. But glad you're hanging out with us. A little bit slow paced today, but that's all right. Some days just need to be like that. But stand by. We'll be right back. Sorry about that. Mom came home and had to go say hi to her. And of course, Jackson bolted out of the room as well. Turn that off for now. And do we have? Yes, we have another prospect around 26%. A little warm outside today. At least it hasn't been raining like mad, as it has been for a while. Because that humidity with that heat really sucks. Oh, come on now. Really? Oh, my fault. For not, or for bumping my pips.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
17%.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
8%. No percent.
Scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet failed.
Well, hopefully they start getting a little bit better.
Prospect to limpet
5%. Not that kind of better.
asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
Hmm.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Collector limpet expired. Prospect to limpet engaged.
15%.
Asteroid scan
15%. No, right here. The hell. I'll go ahead and take it. Since we're sitting here anyway. Not seeing much else. I did put my card with scoop down. Always forget that.
asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
It's like, why aren't they collecting? Because they all
Prospect to limpet engaged.
died off.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete.
Holy cow, did I miss that rock?
Programming limpet
Sure looks like it. No, I didn't. It hit it. 12%.
prospect to limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
scanned this one, but we'll check it again. Just in case we didn't. Void Opals, what's up, Durant? Long time no see. I'm actually doing Painite. A 28 and a 33 here, so I'm gonna do both of these. Yeah, Void Opals, they don't, I mean, they pay better per ton, but they take a hell of a lot longer to mine them. So I find Painite to be just a bit faster. Which I think you built the same ship that I'm using here last time you played. Type 9, yep. Yep, in that same Type 9. Got back from exploring, so figured we'd go do some mining and whatnot. Won't be too terribly long stream today. We probably got another hour and a half or so in us. We got some stuff we have to handle tonight. Some business. Yeah, nobody's been around lately. Everybody's been kind of doing their own thing. I haven't seen hardly anybody on. I've been playing warships mostly. Other than a little bit of Elite here and there. Been playing a lot of War Thunder. Yeah, I downloaded that game and then went and watched some Let's Plays and some reviews, and then I uninstalled it. I never played it. The, I don't know, just something about the game I didn't care for. I like it a lot more than any of the war games. Yeah, it's a different type of game. I mean, it's similar in genre, but it's definitely a different type of game. I guess one of the reasons I don't really care for it, the biggest reason I don't really care for it is there's too much crap in the game. I personally don't want another Battlefield game. Personally. Now I know you can do like different types and matches, but what is there, in my opinion, just seems a little wonky, and I don't know. Like I said, it just seemed overcomplicated in a lot of aspects. Any preference? I'm tier 8 in World of Tanks. I did download and install World of Tanks with the intention of giving it a shot again, because it'd been a long time since I played it. But I didn't play it. I honestly don't know that I enjoy playing it. Could be completely wrong. But yeah, the War Thunder thing, I just can't see myself getting into. And some of it, you know, I've heard that it's a little more realistic on a lot of the way the battle works in War Thunder. But I don't. I guess the best way I explain it, I don't care about the realistic. I want it to be enjoyable and fun. Not have to overthink it too much. The air combat in that War Thunder was one of the particular types of combat I seen to me that looked absolutely ridiculous. Like, just dumb. There's an arcade and yeah, the realistic and arcade. I did see that. Well, and it may be fun. Now I haven't done it, so you know, take all that with a grain of salt. But just looking at the UI, looking at how they were flying, looking at how everything worked, to me it looked ridiculous. For me, it didn't look like something I would enjoy. Which, you know, I could be wrong. You know, there was a point in time when I wouldn't have thought World of Warships would have been fun for me either. And to that point, at that time, it may not have been any fun to me. But, yeah, the past, I don't know, 6 months or so. We've all been bouncing around pretty hard on the games, and I'm just kind of burnt on the bouncing. I just kind of stick to a couple things for a while and play them. The naval is more fast-paced than warship. Yeah, and that's something that I don't think I would like. I like the slower pace of the warships game because it feels more RTS-y to me, which is what I enjoy. I'm not much on a PvP game. I never have been. I don't need the fast pace to enjoy it. I just need the gameplay to be engaging and enjoyable for me, and it is. It can be kind of grindy. It would be nicer to have more people to play with in the game. I mean, I did find a... what the hell do they call them over there? A guild, whatever, to join. But it's a bunch of people I don't know. I mainly did it just for the perks. But, you know, I've played with... played with ODG. I don't remember, Red Eye, were you playing as well when we did that? But that was fun to me. We enjoyed that, ribbing each other, and I already did that one. I don't know I'm doing it again. I've been going with another streamer and a couple other most nights for War Thunder. Yeah, it's also a hugely saturated game for streaming, as far as that goes. I was streaming a little bit of Warships. I'm a noob at it. Nobody really wants to watch a noob play it, for the most part, but... I don't know, I really like finding games that I can enjoy and play, and I don't mind complicated, but like I said, we've been jumping around so many damn different games lately over the past several months that I'm just tired of game hopping, personally. Stick with a couple and play it. Does variety gaming on his personal channel. It also streams on NGN GGP. Yeah, I have been playing a couple games on stream. I don't really consider myself a variety gamer. I don't really want to be a variety gamer, personally. But, you know, it's not exactly a one-game stream either. So. But I do it to hang out with you guys and you know, and whatnot. Some people try to do it for the fame and fortune, which if that comes with it, sure, fantastic. But that's not what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. But what I find recently, mostly, is just everybody's lack of overall interest in anything particular. A lot of game bouncing lately, with everybody that I know and hang around with. And, like I said, I don't mind playing this and that here and there, but I do like to stick to a game or two. Try to, anyway. And the Elite community, it's just amazing. Even if the game is sort of falling flat content-wise for me, I like the community. And the game is still a good game, don't get me wrong, it's just not exactly action-packed. I check the channel about every day, but I haven't really seen anyone on. Yeah, well, I'm always here. I'm just not sitting in a channel because for like a week nobody was coming by, and it's like whatever. I guess somebody will message me if something comes up. So I'm always around somewhere. But KT kind of fell off the face of the earth with World of Warcraft for whatever reason. I did log into it a while back. Last week? Yeah, last week. And they give you that 24-hour free trial for all your characters or whatever. And it's just the same shit I remember. Just got a different paint job on it. Same grindy stuff. Yeah, Minecraft. I'm done with Minecraft. I was done with it a long time ago. And you know the main reason that I'm done with that game, I like the sandbox version of the game and the different mods and stuff you can get for it, but the biggest reason I'm done with the game is because when Mojang sold it to Microsoft and all the crap they did with all the executables and how you sign in and where you get it and how you do it, it was just too big of a mess that I didn't feel the game was worth me spending the time to sort out. So I've never logged. Actually, I got emails the other day where somebody was hacking into my account. I don't know. They may be playing on my account. I don't know. Selling something. Getting it banned. Getting that account banned from servers. I just use a Twitch launcher for Minecraft. Yeah, well, yeah, if you know your account login information. But like I said, when Mojang sold it to Microsoft, and then the license wouldn't transfer right, and then it did, and then the account, I don't know, it was just a big mess. And I said, screw it. I'm not interested in, the game is not important enough to me for me to spend that time to try to sort it all out. I didn't have any issues either until they sold it to Microcrap. And then it just became a mess. Like, screw it. Gotta focus on work for a bit. I'll be back. Alright, yeah, no problem, Red Eye. Thanks for coming by. Except we won't be on too much longer anyway, so we might stream later this evening. It depends on what happens, what comes up, if anything. Or if somebody actually wants to do something, then we might. But biggest issue is just remember my password, yeah? It was just the whole account thing was screwed up. So, again, for me, that game isn't important enough to just deal with the mess. I know Raph was playing Portal Knights again the other day. We never did finish the story mode on that. Came very close, though. But yeah, the warships is quite a bit of fun. It would be a lot more fun if I had people to play with. Or friends to play with, anyway. Other than that, I haven't really been playing much of anything. Like I said, I downloaded War Thunder. And I didn't even sign into it. I just got it all downloaded, ready to go. And I went and watched some, some Let's Plays and reviews and gameplay videos. And I was like, no, not my game. And I uninstalled it. But, I don't know. You never know. You never know what can happen. But I like Wargaming's game. I mean, they can, there's a lot of microtransaction stuff, but it's free to play. And I found, for a long time, I didn't even have premium on it. Just for the extra XP and stuff. Which, I believe even a free to play game, if you like the game, you should support the developers, however, some way, shape, or form. And the premium isn't that expensive. But I even enjoyed the game without premium. The grind can suck because you get less XP and stuff for it, but the gameplay doesn't change. It's still a lot of fun, I think. And with, the War Thunder thing, I don't totally understand it, of course, because like I said, I didn't play it. I just watched some gameplay videos and some Let's Plays, and it just did not look fun to me. I seen one match I was watching in particular that really turned me off, and I'm sure there's way more modes to it than this, but that particular one, there was some guys doing some kind of ground combat. It might have been tanks and whatnot, and then they also had airplanes flying around trying to bomb them, shoot them, and then I don't know. And again, the flying looked ridiculous. The UI looked non-existent. I watched other gameplay videos where the servers were just laggy as hell. People, you'd see a tank floating off into space because of lag. And that may have been client side or whatever, but I don't know. It just looked like a very unpolished game to me at the time. Maybe it's not now. Maybe that was an old video or something. But yeah, and it looked like another Battlefield game to me. And Battlefield is a great game in itself. If you want to play that kind of game, go play Battlefield. In my opinion, it's a much more polished game. Maybe a lot less arcadey as far as the arcade mode goes. But, could have it all wrong. The thing that turned me off about World of Tanks, when I was watching some of the gameplay video, it wasn't gameplay in itself. It was the strategies you had to use to be successful. Like, get up behind something, and you might have to do this in War Thunder as well, I don't know. But get up behind something that blocks most of your tank and rock back and forth. I'm like, are you serious? That particular, just that one thing kind of ruined it for me. I was like, I don't know that I want to mess with that. Because it takes a cool idea and a cool concept and kind of the, not necessarily immersion, because it's kind of an arcadey game, but it takes a game that could be pretty cool and a really neat concept and idea, and then you put some stupid hokey thing in it to be able to I say play decently, to not just get smashed. That was a big turnoff for me. But yeah, I mean, I've still been on the hunt to find a game I can really kind of bury my head in and play with some people and some friends and whatnot, but like I said, everybody's been all over the place here lately. 48%. And Elite, I mean, it can it can be all right with multiple people, but the multiplayer is severely suffering in this game, and I'm hoping that that's something they address pretty soon. When I say the multiplayer, it's not, I mean, yeah, you got your missions and your group missions and whatnot, but it still doesn't flip. It doesn't feel very multiplayer-ish, very multiplayer-centric, I guess is the best way I can explain it. It does have it. It can be fun, but it's usually, it just seems like it's short-lived and not fully functional, and definitely not very lucrative in some cases. Or should I say in most cases, but not all. Group mining can be kind of lucrative. Group transports, I think they're pretty lucrative. I've not done them because I'm not much of a space trucker in this game. $172. Man, we got a long way to go. Really? So apparently we're just going to kill every limpet we launch because we're going half speed. Now if I go full speed and launch it, I'm sure it'll go just fine. Yeah, how's that for making sense?
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
46%.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect to limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, we've lost 8.2% frames from network issues. That's very
Asteroid depleted.
out of the norm
Critical.
for the stream. So I'm assuming that router is just needs a reboot or something.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
I think I might set up my green screen tonight too. Play around with it. I've been wanting to do that. Haven't had any time.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
13%.
Complete. Collect to limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Did I shoot that rock? I don't remember.
Prospect to limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
7%.
Asteroid scan complete. Collect to limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect
Nothing.
engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Nothing.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed. Prospect to limpet engaged.
Well, I was gonna look too.
Complete.
Oh, if they added that into OBS, but there was a.
Prospect to limpet engaged.
No, they haven't. It's just Streamlabs OBS that I guess they added that to.
Complete.
I just heard something the other day about a new feature they added. Streamlabs OBS, I was. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I was just curious if they had also added it in OBS Studio. The plugin.
Programming limpet drone. Prospect to limpet failed.
looking very promising. This whole site's pretty sparse. With decent paintite anyway. Wow, our KBPS is down to 1600. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete.
definitely not something we're going to tolerate for much longer. I'm going to sort that out after the stream today. Find out why that's doing that. $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, and it jumps right back up.
Prospector limpet engaged.
4,000. Oh, I was gonna see if it had some kind of pattern to it.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
3,000. That is very weird. My internet connection's always been really good.
Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
23%. %. 'Probably should have stayed there and finished cleaning that. My mind got to wandering and I just left. We'll finish it up after we finish clean this one up. We'll go back and pick up the rest of it.
Asteroid depleted.
1500. And back right back up. I don't know what the hell is going on. Go over and finish cleaning this up. Yeah, it's a stupid amount of frame drop. And I think on that note, we're gonna end the stream early today. I need to. I don't know what the hell is going on with that bit rate, but I really need to sort that out. It's kind of a slow day anyway. So, I think on that note, we're just gonna stop here. We'll leave it here, and we'll come back on. We'll finish filling the cargo hold. Hopefully, we don't get nuked by a pirate when we load back in. But I may stream a little later tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, guys. And I think our next official stream will be next Sunday, where we do the puppies again. Every Sunday we do puppies at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you like seeing shelter animals and getting their photos edited, come by and see us then. You follow me on Twitter for live updates when there is some. I don't post there often, only when it's needed. And make sure you hit the follow button here. So with that, we'll catch you guys next time. I really appreciate it. Stay beautiful, and we'll see you next time.